He says, can you speak a bit on the differences between working as a Fed employee versus a contractor versus a private sector company? Trying to wrap my head around the differences of the three. Liquid Death Fund. Thanks, sir. So if you guys go back and watch this, I'm going to speak on it, but I got a really in-depth live that I did with Ryan. And he actually worked as all of these. So he was a federal employee. He also was he was in the military, federal employee, plus a contractor. And I think I'm not sure about the private sector, but he did all of those three. And he talks about it at length about his experience. So based on everything, friends of mine who are in all of these spaces, my own experience have been in some of these spaces, here's what I'll say about the differences. So let's start with the military. Military, it's difficult. It's not for everybody, I would say. That's why such a small percentage of Americans actually go into it or can go into it. It's difficult. I was in there for 8 years. What did I learn? Oh my Lord, my skill sets are crazy from the military. So I got a lot of on-the-job, hands-on experience on several different vendors and platforms and all kinds of exposures to all. I mean, as a 20-year-old, I was getting huge responsibilities, and that experience has shaped a lot of your skill set, a lot of my skill sets that I have today. So experience-wise, there's not many things that's going to beat the military. The U.S. military is really good, especially in certain areas. Combat, forget about it. I would argue technical. Some branches of the military go way harder than others, and it depends on what your ASAF, your MOS was or whatever. But it's very hands-on. They don't pay well. Pros and cons. It's very stable. Now it's the most stable area you can go in, but they don't pay well at all, and you go wherever the hell and do whatever the hell they want you to do, and it's not always good. Sometimes it's some Death Star type shit that you're like, what the fuck? So military is not for everybody, that's for sure. The federal employee, I've never been a federal employee. I've worked with many federal employees of all different levels. And based on what my experience with it and some friends and coworkers and other people I've talked to, it's the good part about it was that it was stable and that it took literally an act of Congress to fire you. So once you got in, you were stable, and somebody had to either die for you to get promoted, which was not good, but there was no way for them to get you out. But now that's gone. So now that's no longer a bonus because of this current administration.